Good, thank you. Good evening. It is 6:30 p.m., Tuesday, May 27th, and I'm going to call the meeting to order. Everyone, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And next on our agenda is an anticipated adjournment to the executive session. Can I get a motion, please?
I move that we adjourn to executive session to discuss the employment history of particular persons, personnel matters, and/or employee records, and matters deemed confidential by state or federal law, including seeking advice from counsel.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Is there any discussion?
I'd like to suggest we add collective bargaining negotiations.
Okay, I amend my motion to include collective bargaining negotiations.
Okay, is there any more discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 6:31 p.m. We are now in executive session. We will be out 8 p.m. sharp. Thank you. Sharp. Are there any National Honor Society students here? Yes? No? No? No student? Oh, there they are. Please come up to the stage with Dr. Njoku. Please follow her. Okay, great. Good, perfect timing. Huh? Yeah, come on out. Where's the other mic? Oh, Patricia has it. You could take that. Okay, great. And we are in public session. It's now 8 or 9 p.m. I said 8 sharp. This is our 8 sharp. So we are now out in public session, and the first item on our agenda is introduction of new hires. Are there any new? No? Okay. None at all. Do we have any public comments for our board meeting? No? None at all. We're going to keep on going. And look, tenure and recognition reception. And now, yes, that's why everyone's here. Wonderful. Before we do our recognition and reception, I think we're going to go ahead and do a motion. Is there a motion that I could have, please?
I move that we approve instructional personnel item E1 presented to the board for approval this evening.
Second.
It's been properly moved in second. Is there any discussion? Since the motion E1 has been moved, can I get an explanation of what that is, please? Anyone? Am I correct in thinking this is a tenure motion? Yes. Thank you, Trustee Warner.
Yes, you wanted me to read the list?
You can read the list or you can read the motion.
Be it resolved that as recommended by the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education does hereby confer tenure upon the following: Kelly Gillen, Annette Angelillo, Jen Lee King. What?
Here, use this one.
Can you hear me now? Kelly Gillen, Annette Angelillo, Jayan Lee Hing, Marilyn Matzella, Robert Downs, Janesse Ramos, Kathleen Stoneburner, Kara Martin, Veronica Enriquez, Jason Grant, Alexander Lee, Mark Novak, Leah Servito, Amanda Vasta, Antonio Welthel Moon, Rachel Wise.
Thank you. And last bit of discussion, Dr. Iverson, do you want to explain to us what a tenure recommendation is for those at home or people that don't understand the process?
Yes, so this is such an accomplishment to achieve tenure. Tenure means that employees have been in the district and that they have worked for a number of years and they have done exemplary work and demonstrated proficiency and excellence in their area of tenure, their subject area, and this is the way the state and the district says to you that we want to honor and keep you for the excellence that you have demonstrated in helping us with our students and our student achievements. So tenure is the way to say to employees that you are now permanent in this district.
Thank you, Dr. Iverson. So it's been properly moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Thank you. Now we're going to call each tenure candidate up to the stage, and we have our National Honor Society students that are going to give you a certificate. Then you're going to come around and shake the hands of the board members. So trustees, we need you to stand. Dr. I, did you have? No? Okay. First up on our list, we have Kelly Gillen, who is currently assigned to the district-wide mathematics 7 through 12. Is Ms. Gillen here? Okay, great. Thank you. And Ms. Gillen, as you get your, is there a mic over there for her? No. Okay, great. Yes, let's give them this mic. Okay, as you get your certificate, can you turn that on for her? As you get your certificate, please address the district to let us know what you've been doing the last 4 years and anything you'd like to share. It's your time.
Thank you, thank you. I would like to first thank Dr. Iverson, Dr. Njoku, and the Board of Education for this 10-year acknowledgement. As the district math coach, I have the honor of supporting all teachers, students, and staff members pre-K through 12th grade. We have accomplished so much work over the last 3 years, and as a permanent member of the district, I now look forward to all the success we can accomplish as we go forward. Thank you. I just want to take a moment to acknowledge a special person. This person has shown me what it means to put her heart and soul into everything she does. Lori DeAndrea, you are my forever mentor, my lifelong best friend. I thank you for the unwavering support, and I couldn't do this job without you. Greenburgh Central School District, I thank you for this honor. To the committee who hired me, I thank you for believing in me and giving me this opportunity, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gillen. Next, we have Annette Angelillo, who is the Early Childhood Program district-wide school psychologist.
You have it? Angelillo? That's it? Okay, you're going to give it to her.
Hello.
And then after that is Lee Hing. Good. I'll try and give you that. Okay, I don't know. Yeah. Congratulations, one of the students has it. Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you.
Please tell us about yourself and anything else you'd like to share.
Well, it's a tough one to follow. Thank you. School psychologist, pre-K through 12th grade. Been here 4 years, 5 years. Appreciate it.
Next on our list is Jian Lee Hing from Early Childhood Program Elementary.
Congratulations. One of the students has it. Who has Lee Hing? Lee Hing. There we go. There you go. Spotlight.
I know. I didn't think I was going to be nervous, but I'm a little nervous being up here. I want to thank Dr. Iverson, Dr. Njuko, the board members, Mr. Washington. I want to thank you guys. I've been here at ECP as a general education teacher for the last 3 years, and I am just really excited and happy to get my tenure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Hing. Next, we have Marilyn Mazzella, teaching assistant at Lee F. Jackson.
While we have this moment, just acknowledging that our National Honor Society created these certificates specifically for the teachers. They designed it for you.
How many of the, this is a teaching assistant from
Teachers,
Lee F.
teacher
Jackson.
assistants,
Yes.
administrators. Oh.
Thank you. Thank you to the board and Dr. Iverson. I'm a teaching assistant at LFJ, and I have to say thank you to Ms. Simone, who was hiring me 4 years ago, and I've been with LFJ since. And have such gratitude because I work with the best staff. Everyone there is dedicated to our staff, our children, and it's just great to go to work every day and be with such a fabulous staff. So thank you very much.
And thank you so much. And out of the 6 National Honor Society kids, how many of you were at Lee F. Jackson? Raise your hand if you've been at Lee F. Jackson. 4 of the 6. How many of you are at ECP? 3 of the 6. That's good odds. Good odds. You guys do good work early on. Okay, next on our list, we have Mr. Robert Downs, our Highview teaching assistant.
Anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate this. I'm a TA at Highview. I'd like to thank Dr. Iverson and the board, and most importantly, Mr. Mastrangelo, for hiring me and trusting me with the kids. I work with the self-contained in 3rd grade, and I'm just thankful, and I appreciate everything everybody does for me here at Highview. So thank you very much.
And next we have Miss Hennessy Ramos, who is our school social worker at Highview. And you have a cheering section.
Good evening. I want to thank Dr. Iverson, Dr. Nyoku, Mr. M, and the board. Thank you so much for granting me tenure as the bilingual school social worker at Highview. I have always felt like I belong in Greenburgh. I'm sorry. And I found my home in Highview with our students, our parents, our families, our teachers and staff. I love my Greenburgh family.
I love it. I love the emotion and the commitment to our district. Thank you so much, Ms. Ramos. Next, we have Ms. Kathleen Stoneburner. Who is our second tenure area in our district as an ESL teacher working out of Highview.
Wow, it is different when you're up here. I'm very grateful. This is not a new time for me in Greenburgh. I've been here since 1999 in one way or another. So I have a lot of people to thank. But I really want to thank Dr. Iverson, Dr. Njoku, the Board of Ed, Mr. Mastrangelo, and Ms. Simone for being great leaders and leading the way. I thank my colleagues, my family for their support, and my students who inspire me beyond. Their grit, their positivity, their endurance, their hard work, their heart, they inspire me and make me want to continue to better myself for them. So thank you to my kiddos.
Thank you, Ms. Stoneburner. And a fun fact, Ms. Stoneburner attended the school district. And so she came back to serve, which is awesome. Next, we have Ms. Kara Martin, who is at RJ Bailey doing education of speech and hearing handicapped.
Nobody has Grant? Okay, thank you. Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I'm Kara Martin. I'm the speech therapist at RJ Bailey. I want to thank Miss Rossi for her encouragement and support throughout my time here. I want to thank Ms. Preston, our school psychologist, who has just been instrumental in developing me in this education sector. I want to thank all of the wonderful speech therapists that support me all the time. Miss McNamara, Miss Camaris, Miss Williams, oh my gosh, Jessica. I can't think of your last name right now, Miss Griffin. I want to also thank and congratulate everyone else that's being tenured today, Miss Angelillo, Miss Cervidio. Couldn't have done this without you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next, we have Miss Veronica Henriquez, who is a Woodlands Middle High School assistant principal. Fun fact, this is the second tenure area for Miss Henriquez in the district. If I missed anyone else's, I'm sorry.
Congratulations. Here's your mic.
Wow, what to say? Thank you very much to the Board of Education, Dr. Iverson, Dr. Raymond, and Ms. Dr. Njoku. Thank you very much for this opportunity. And thank you very much, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith saw something in me a couple of years ago and hired me first as a social studies teacher and then welcomed me to be part of his team for the AP position. And I don't know if you guys planned it this way, but this is my first group. So when I was seeing them there, I was like, thank you very much. And it's so wonderful to see. And this is why I love coming to work every day, because this is what I get to see. I get to see them to grow from 7th grade on. So it's really a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
How nice. Thank you. Next, we have Mr. Jason Grant, who is being tenured in science 7 through 12. You've got a cheering section, Mr. Grant. You got a cheering section.
Congratulations. Here you go. Mr. Grant, you got
Mr. Grant, you going to talk to us a little bit?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Gathering, yeah. Over here, okay. I don't like blocking people out, you know what I mean? But yeah, absolutely. So, very grateful. Thank you to Dr. Iverson and the board, to Mr. Smith and Mr. Enriquez. Thank you to the colleagues, regardless of whether they work in front of us, in front of students, or behind closed doors. Thank you for those who pour in countless hours to be able to do the work that enables us to be able to serve our students. Thank you for the people, the parents who entrust their children to us. It's a tremendous honor and a humbling privilege. Thank you to the people in social work who do so much to be able to help our students in need as a whole. Thank you to those who, I'd say just honestly to my family and church family as well, for friends who've come. Thank you so much for coming, who support us in different ways. There's never one side of an individual. An individual comes in many facets, and there are many pieces and holes to the puzzle. So being able to be in a position to be able to add more and to pass on to the next generation, to not only have them to survive, but to thrive, and to be able to be not just citizens, but to be leaders and world changers is a humble privilege and a humble honor, and I thank you very much. Thank you again to my family and ultimately to God. Althea Gibson once said that we have an opportunity to be able to look back to say thank you to those people who helped us along the way, and we continually stand on the shoulders of giants, and I hope that we pass that forward to the next generation. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Grant. Next, we have Alexandra Lepis. Thank you. Mr. Lepis does mathematics 7 through 12 at Woodlands Middle High School.
Congratulations, and here you go.
Drs. Iverson and Njoku, to the trustees of the Board of Ed, to the Greenburgh community, thank you for this recognition. I'm humbled and honored.
Thank you. Next, we have Mr. Mark Nowak, who is a science teacher. 7 through 12 at Woodlands Middle High School.
I apologize, I'm feeling a bit under the weather today. We're still recovering from prom a couple nights ago. And I want to thank Dr. Iverson. I'd like to thank the Board of Education, Mr. Smith, Ms. Enriquez, my colleagues here at Woodlands Middle High School, and more specifically the science department, who's become part of my family, along with my family, my wife Carol and my son Benjamin over there. Couldn't do without all of them, and I'm very grateful that I'm here. And I just want to say that every time I come to work, I almost feel like I'm coming home. So thank you very much.
Next, we have Miss Leah Servideo at Woodlands Middle High School, school psychologist.
Hi, everyone. Oh, thank you. I'm Leah Servideo. I'm the school psychologist in Woodlands Middle School. I remember standing in front of the board 3 years ago to be honored as a new hire. Thank you to Mr. Smith and Ms. Enriquez for that opportunity. Since then, I have just been growing and building relationships with not only the students, but the staff at Woodlands and the PPS department throughout the district and everyone. So it's been a great opportunity, and I can't wait to continue that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Servideo. Next, we have Miss Amanda Vasta. Ms. Vasta is being tenured in English for 7 through 12 at Woodlands Middle High School.
Okay, this is exciting. Hello. Woo! Okay. No, I'm honored, I'm reiterating everything, that everyone has said. I'm honored to say that I've had a wonderful 4 years. I really have. I want to sincerely thank Mrs. Henriquez, Mr. Smith, Dr. Iverson, Mrs. Njoku. Thank you for your support. We really need support as an 8th grade English teacher. Listen, it's not easy. It's not. I know I'm always calling Mrs. Henriquez. She's probably tired of that now, but let me tell you, the support, it's amazing, because you do get emotional. It is. This job, you learn a lot. So thank you. I'm deeply grateful for the support the school has given me. My colleagues, you guys have become great friends. The encouragement I've received has allowed me to pursue my passion. Since I was little, my main goal was just to share my love for literature. So it is emotional. And these past 4 years, you have helped me further my passion as an English teacher. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Ms. Vasta. Next on our list is Antonio Walthall Moon, who is a special education, we got a cheering section, special education teacher at Woodlands Middle High School.
I just wanted to say, Antonio Walthall Moon. I'm the life skills middle school teacher here. Just want to shout out Dr. Njoku, Dr. Iverson, the Board of Ed. Thank you for all that you guys do. I want to shout out Mr. Smith. I really appreciate you. I want to shout out my family for coming, my coworkers. And I want to shout out two people really who helped me a lot, Mr. Holland, Mr. McCoy. I coach football, wrestling, and flag football. And they gave me my first opportunity when I first got here and said, you're not gonna coach, you are gonna coach. So there's no question about it. So I appreciate that. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, we have Miss Rachel Weiss, who is being tenured in the area of social studies 7 through 12 at Woodlands Middle High School.
I'll keep it short and sweet. Thank you, board, Dr. Iverson, Dr. Njoku. Thank you, Mr. Smith. Thank you, Mrs. Enriquez. Thank you, Mr. Holland. And just a quick plug for, as the class advisor for the class of 2028, our last fundraiser of the year is this Saturday. Come out to our car wash. And what do you want to say? Go Falcons. She says go Falcons.
And we're not done yet. We have 2 additional tenures that are not here. If I'm wrong, please show up and come up on the stage. We have Ms. Catherine Adore, who is being tenured as a Director of International Baccalaureate, English as a New Language and World Languages. And we have Ms. Jessica Griffin, who is speech and hearing handicapped. And now, for just a few moments, if we could please have a reception. There should be some light refreshments served in the vestibule. It's open to family, friends, and community members. We will return to our meeting at 8:50. Board members, 8:50. Thank you.
So congrats to them. And we also, early in the year, we registered all the students, or most of the students, to be able to vote once they turn 18. And it's thanks to that registration that certain students were able to vote in the budget, including me, which has led to the turf, I believe, or the turf track and tennis court to be upgraded, which is happening right now. And it's great. And just like to say that on behalf of myself, Trayson, and the student body, I'd like to thank all you guys for an amazing year.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vallon. And actually, sorry, it's not Vallon. It's Lorente Vallon, I'm sorry. I'm terrible. Okay, so thank you so much. And will you be coming to the restaurant? I hope we don't have to say goodbye to you at this meeting, but because it's almost the end of the year. But thank you for all your input at all the meetings. Any questions, comments, or concerns about his report? No, hearing none, we will move on to committee report. Yeah, sorry, Trustee Warner.
I would ask that you think about maybe coming back and sharing your experiences when you're an alumni and you want to tell high school students, you know, if you hear some things you want to know before you go to college.
Of course.
Thank you. And also the board would love to hear how you're doing in school, how you're managing, if there was anything, you know, in hindsight that could have helped you, and just give us that feedback. That's always helpful. Okay, any committee reports? Trustee Warner.
The Facilities Committee met on Wednesday, April 30th at 6:30 p.m. in the Woodlands Innovation Lab. We discussed the board decision to include the authorization for the water main option at the Woodlands Middle High School football field turf repair and the Woodlands Auditorium sound and lighting upgrades for the 25-26 budget vote. 2, facilities materials for display. The tripods with the before and after pictures of the facilities were displayed at the entrance of each school and in the Woodlands parking lot prior to the budget vote. They're to be updated and included with project schedules as part of a more permanent display. 3, project status. The Woodland Security Vestibule is under construction again and should be done by August, if not sooner. Those who attended the meeting in person toured the vestibule after the meeting. Tennis courts. The old tennis courts have been demolished and trees are being removed to construct new courts while preserving access to the baseball fields. Since the meeting, this has been completed. Extra trees near the building have been removed. We're checking out to find out if they were diseased. It looks like overkill. Dennis will plant some ground cover to prevent erosion. The track is scheduled for completion by the end of the summer. That's the 8-lane track. The Eller Memorial Football Field repair may be completed concurrently. Mike McCoy will be scheduling away football games to avoid conflict with construction. We have to watch what happens with homecoming game. The flat roof at R.J. Bailey and the roofs at Woodlands are under construction, which should be completed by August. Roof replacements for Lee F. Jackson and the west wing of Highview are scheduled for next year. The Highview windows have been manufactured and construction should be, well, complete actually sooner than the end of July. I've been told they're almost done. The energy performance contract is 80% done and is scheduled for completion by 12/31/25. Per Kalyana Vadala, we have preliminary design for a concrete wall surrounding the battery energy storage system, and we're developing an estimate so we can make a recommendation. Since the meeting, we learned that estimate is $210,000, so we got some thinking to do. The Science Renovation Lab renovation project is in the planning stages. The gas service and eyewash statements had gone to bid. Since the meeting, 2 bids came in and they were too high. So we're going to have to think about what we're going to do for that. We're working on 3M safety strips for the R.J. Bailey stairs as opposed to rubber treads. The defunct Verizon wireless manhole in the Pinewood Gate continues to fill with water. We're taking steps to reduce the amount of water flowing into it. The last meeting of the Facilities Committee is Wednesday, June 18th at 6:30 p.m. at the Woodlands Innovation Lab. Do you want me to do the Community Engagement Committee?
Let someone else have a turn first, and then we will come back to you. Is there anyone else that wants to give a committee report? Trustee Long.
The Wellness Committee met on May 1st, and we reviewed the school food survey results. There were 214 results responses to the survey to date. The survey remains open on the website. It's not in the pop-up anymore, but it is in the food section. We also reviewed a student voice survey, and we're hoping to achieve more responses to that. To date, we only had 103. We're hoping that the other schools will, Highview had the most responses. We're waiting for RJ Bailey and Woodlands to have their students respond also, and that will help give direction for the Wellness Committee next year if they so choose. The Wellness Committee also participated in the Family SEL Celebration. On the 14th of May, we had a table with snacks to the delight of students and families. We also secured names of students and community members for potential committee participants for next year. Our last committee meeting of the year is June 5th at 12:45 here at Woodlands.
Thank you, Trustee Long. Are there any other committee reports before we go to the CEC? Trustee Valen?
I'm just going to announce the dates. The last Finance Committee meeting of the year is Wednesday, June 11th at 10 a.m. And the last Education Committee meeting of the year is Thursday, June 5th at 7 p.m. The topic that evening will be Arts Transitions and Policy Review. The Education Committee meeting is at Woodlands Middle High School Innovation Lab. The Finance Committee location is TBD, but at Woodlands Middle High School. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Valen. And for the Safety Committee, I'll give Trustee Mance?
Yeah, no, I had a question for the Wellness Committee report. When do you plan on sharing the results from the survey?
I don't know that it's the committee's decision of when or where to share it, but I would ask perhaps that Ms. Raymond, who's in our liaison for it, perhaps will discuss it with Dr. Iverson, and if that information gets shared. It is shared with Whitson's already, so I don't know that there's any reason it couldn't be shared, but what format?
Yeah, it needs to be made public,
Yeah.
especially if the vendor has it and people participated. But I thought it wasn't closed yet, because you said you
It's
want
never
more.
closed.
Oh,
It's-
so
it's
you're
always
just giving
open. Yeah.
ongoing
Mhm.
feedback of what the results are. Okay, so Ms. Raymond, Dr. Iverson, where can we, maybe on the website? Because I saw the survey on the website. It was like a big alert at one point. I don't know which day it was, but it was a big alert, maybe for a week it ran.
We could put that on the website. Yeah.
Put the
We'll do
results
that.
of
The
the
results,
survey.
yes. Yep.
And then,
Thank you.
have you guys discussed ways for more student engagement as well? Because it sounds like you guys want that, but it's lacking. So did you discuss any ways for that?
I do know that Dr. Giarusso had contacted all of the schools after our last meeting and spoken with all the principals to get the word out to their teachers to get more participation from students in school.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay, great question, Trustee Mance. And I was just going to give a brief update on the Safety Committee. The Safety Committee, since our last report, met April 23rd and again on May 13th. I will not go through the minutes just for the essence of time, but we did talk about the camera placement in each of our buildings in our campus. We've talked about our district-wide evacuation plan. We talked about our vape detectors. We're also looking at our security staff. We received different feedback about our security staff and whether or not to possibly privatize some of our staff or not. We talked about the ideas of a swipe system, and these conversations are all continuing to be in discussion because there's not a lot of budgeting for this stuff this year. But moving forward, we will continue to look at some of these topics and ideas. Our next meeting is scheduled for June 2nd, and we're probably going to do that at 6:30, 7 o'clock p.m. The committee will decide exactly when, yes. That's the next meeting. I do have a dinner that night, and there's also an award ceremony. We will probably be editing that day. Thank you. I totally, I don't know how we scheduled that over the dinner. We will be editing the day, so look for an update on when the next safety and security meeting will be. Thank you. Trustee Jacobson.
Also, in the interest of time, just some specific highlights from the tech committee, just to let all students know that rising sixth graders and younger will have their Chromebooks stay in the schools over the summer. Rising seventh graders and Woodland students will have them at home over the summer. The acceptable use policy still qualifies regardless of whenever you have district hardware. And there is a procedure being set at the building level for seniors to turn in your computer, so do not take your Chromebooks with you. If you plan to walk in graduation, they need to come back to the school. And we also received a nicer donation of $1,000 to get some new desktops and help with some of our rotation of our tech.
I may have missed this.
Thank you, Trustee Jacobson.
Question. All right. So, question. So Chromebooks need to come back. Does that also include the chargers too? I don't know if you said that or not.
All of that is part of what families agreed to take care of, but that's for, they shouldn't, if they're at Woodlands, then they're holding on to them over the summer. So that would include the chargers. If they are going into sixth grade or younger, those computers will stay in those buildings.
Okay.
They will not come home.
All right, that makes sense. Because I know sometimes if chargers don't come back, there's an extra fee. Are we still doing it?
Yes. Part of the
$15?
user agreement is that you will replace anything that is damaged or lost or anything like that.
Okay.
So but the current sixth graders and down don't have the Chromebooks at home now anyway, right?
Correct.
So they're just not going to have them. But the high school, is it an option to keep them, or they're all just keeping them at home this summer? Because I know
I don't know if you can
was like an option.
Opt one way or the other. The assumption is that you are holding on to them.
Okay.
And the current sixth graders, whatever computer they are assigned, that will come home with them.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think my question might have been geared towards the seniors, maybe.
Yes, if you have lost your charger, you are responsible for replacing it.
Thank you.
Okay, and is there a deadline to which they must, hand in their Chromebook and charger?
I would ask Mr. Smith and the policy at the building level.
Okay, we're going to make sure your crew knows. All right.
Everyone hoarding all their Chromebook chargers somewhere.
Any questions, comments, or concerns about the tech committee report? Hearing none, we're going to move to the CEC. Trustee Warner?
The Community Engagement Committee met on Wednesday, May 1st at 7 p.m. in the Lee F. Jackson Room at the Greenburgh Town Hall. The meeting immediately followed the K-12 District Art Show, which included student artists showing their paintings and other visual arts and the Woodlands Jazz Band. We discussed art and education, art as therapy. Erin gave a speech at the art show, okay, so it kind of dovetailed in there. Art as a career path. School board Q&A at the reception immediately following the PTA candidates night for the Board of Election, May 12th. The Nettie Jackson Extra Mile Award, completing recruiting for judges panel and ensuring that there were nominations by May 21st. I believe that's done. Do we have a total number of nominations at this point, Patricia? 14. That's more than sufficient. Good job. Okay. Special Olympics and Pioneer Seniors Night and the Woodland Scholarship Fund Flea Market. And the final meeting of the CEC will be Tuesday, June 10th at 7:30 p.m. at Woodlands, and we'll discuss what exactly will happen there. Thanks.
Trustee Warner, is there any questions, comments, or concerns about the CEC report? Are there any other reports? Hearing none, we're going to move on to Board President's report. So I just wanted to say good evening to everyone. It's now 9:00 p.m. We're not going to keep you too late, so my speech and address will be very short. But this is for the school district, the most wonderful of the year. This is the time where we have all of the performances. We just passed our budget. We're going into graduation season, and of course, the seniors graduating, like Mr. Lorente Vallon. Exciting time, but also all of the children moving up to their next levels. Really exciting. We're getting ready for the summer. It's super fun time of year, and we really enjoy seeing the children and their performances during this time, because all of the work we do all year is really tired and tedious, but seeing the children puts lots of smiles on our faces. So it's a great time. Please continue to support your children, parents, community members. Please continue to support our district as we move forward to the next school year. And our fiscal year starts on July 1st. I'm going to turn the meeting over now to our superintendent, Dr. Iverson.
Testing, good. All right, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Trustee Maris, for that. I want to thank everyone who reached out to me during my very brief time I was on leave. I really appreciate the card I received from the Board of Trustees. Thank you so much for the very nice card. It really came at a very good time when I was having a really rough day. But thank you so much for that. And thank you to the administrators out there, teachers, parents, and some students who reached out to me. It is certainly good to be back and to finish up this year with you, and I'm so excited to do that. I do want to talk about a couple of things very quickly that I was unfortunately able to miss. I unfortunately missed this year, but heard great things about it, and I want to take the opportunity to once again thank our public for the vote, for coming out and voting on May 20th. I was waiting by the phone for that and received the text, and we did a lot of work for that, and we cannot do any of this work without you, and I want you to know that we're very grateful for you coming out and voting and supporting this district and the vote. We appreciate your support for that, and it enables the district to continue the goals that are in place in our strategic plan next year. As I have stated in my commitment to parents many times in the larger community to create opportunities for you to be involved in our schools. We just heard our trustee of the board president to talk about it and to open our doors to you. So many things are happening. Please come out and participate in these types of things. They're here for you. This is a community, you're a part of our community, and you are welcome here. This is all about that integrated approach to connecting academics to social emotional learning. We cannot do it alone, and academics alone does not help with student achievement. We need to address the whole child, so we really appreciate how you're coming out and supporting our SEL activities. I heard about them, and they were well attended. I was thinking about you, and I missed all of that, so I want you to know, though, thank you for coming out. We do appreciate that. Thank you again who attended the annual, I talked about the SEL celebration, and what's coming up next week, as you plan, we have Multicultural Week coming up, and that's another week of celebration. Please look for some information coming from the various schools, and we invite you to come to that. And I also want to recognize and just say, as you said, Trustee Maris, I want to congratulate the students for the art. The beautiful art that I heard was displayed there. We have some creative talent here. We have some kids here who are just amazing. And I know it was just laid out because I've seen it every year since I've been here. But I want to congratulate those students. And I also heard, because I was checking in, about the Honor Society program, the Honor Roll program, those things that I normally was here with you and engaged with. I want to congratulate those students who were honored during those programs. We're so proud of you and your accomplishments, and I want you to know that they don't go unnoticed. I missed the prom. My first prom. But I thought about you, you seniors out there, May 21st. I'm so sorry I wasn't on the dance floor with you, but I heard you were kicking up a rug, and you looked amazing, as you always do. Congratulations on having a very, very good prom. I'm going to miss those things with you. And so it's also the time of year when students are visiting their schools. I think I heard a little bit about that. So they can start preparing for the next transition that's coming up, and parents are attending these informational sessions, so look for that. And I hope these sessions are meeting your needs, parents, and you are encouraging you to contact your student's principal if you have any questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Iverson. And now we have our Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum, Dr. Njoku.
Thank you and good evening. During the tenure celebration, we didn't actually communicate what was on the certificates, I realized. So I just wanted to take a moment to say what was written there. So Greenburgh Central School District, Certificate of Tenure. The certificate is proudly presented to name of tenured teacher, teaching assistant, or administrator in recognition of your unwavering commitment, professional excellence, and lasting impact on the students and community of Greenburgh Central School District. Through your dedication to education and years of outstanding service, you've earned this distinguished honor. We hereby award this certificate of tenure with sincere appreciation and respect given this day on May 27th, 2025. Your passion shapes lives and inspires generations. It's signed by the school board president, superintendent of schools, and the Woodlands Middle High School class president of 2025. Once again, this was designed by the National Honor Society under the direction of Dr. Foy and Community Service Chair Eli Cinco, who is a junior at Woodlands.
Wonderful. Thank you, Dr. Njoku.
I do have one more. I do have one more thing. I thought that was a mic drop, but there is this summer reading. So next week, June 6th, the district will launch its pre-kindergarten through 12 Summer of Reading initiative. This initiative reflects a collaborative effort among educators, librarians, principals, community partners like our Greenburgh Public Library to promote a love of reading during the summer months while preparing students for the year ahead. So stay tuned to building announcements, and there will also be a Summer of Reading website that will provide resources, assignments, and inspiration throughout the season. And that concludes my report.
Okay, thank you. Next, we have our Assistant Superintendent for Business, Ms. Lisa Raymond.
Thank you, Trustee Mears. For the Treasurer's Report for the month of March of 2025, we began the month with $51,107,457. We deposited $3,528,627 and dispersed $7,534,137 to end the month with $47,101,947. The water main bids have come in. I put that in your board update. I will put that in again. They are anticipating getting that started, so they would like a decision. I'll put that again in Friday's update and then have it put on the June meeting. If anybody has any questions or concerns, if they could let me know so we could address them ahead of time. They'd like to get that started, as I said, in June and work over the summer. As Trustee Warner had spoken about the high-view window walls, after the Facilities Committee meeting, I held a meeting with all the key stakeholders, Mr. Pugliese, our architects, the construction manager, and the contractor, as well as Mr. Mastrangelo, on how we could get this done since the windows had arrived earlier than it being done over the summer. And we did successfully work that out. They worked over the Memorial Day break. Actually, they started the Friday before, and they worked after hours when school was not in session. So out of approximately 9 rooms, there are only 2 rooms left that need to be done. So that should get done sometime in June, and it'll be done by the end of June. So we are ahead of schedule for that. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Ms. Raymond. Next up on our agenda are our approvals. However, I understand we need to go into a second executive session. Is there a motion? I'm sorry, before that, were there any questions, comments, concerns about the Assistant Superintendent for Business report? I saw Trustee Valen writing. I thought I heard her muttering a little bit. Did you have any question about something? No? Okay. Not today. So can I get a motion to go into executive session?
I move that we adjourn to executive session to discuss collective bargaining negotiations, the employment history of particular persons, personnel matters, and/or employee records, and matters deemed confidential by state or federal law, including seeking advice from counsel.
Wonderful.
Second.
There you go. I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. We're now in executive session. It's 9:19 p.m. Thank you. Parker. He looks like he's up and ready. Okay, we are back. The time is now 11:44. And first item on our agenda is instructional personnel items. Can I get a motion, please?
For approval this evening, with the exception of E1, which has already been approved.
Second.
It's been properly moved in second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Listen, someone took my agenda, I don't know. Anyway. Next item on the agenda are D2, board action items.
I move that we approve the board action items presented to the board for approval this evening.
Second.
It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carries. Item D3, finance items.
I move that we approve the finance items presented to the board for approval this evening.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor? Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Item D4, business items.
I move that we approve the business items presented to the board for approval this evening.
Second.
It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor? Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Item D5, pupil personnel services items.
I move that we approve the pupil personnel services items presented to the board for approval for this evening with the exception of I2.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. We're going to move ahead to J1, closing items. New business. Is there any new business from the board this evening? Hearing none, can I get a motion for adjournment?
I move that we adjourn the meeting.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor? Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. It's 11:46 p.m. Good night.